Let's ride.
It appears that the winds of change are blowing, guys. On my YouTube channel over the last 6 or so months, I've highlighted, investigated, and discussed the rotten state of cryptocurrency and NFTs. And in almost all cases, there have been zero repercussions. It was beginning to make me jaded about the current state of affairs and the lack of consequences.
Because there is a lack of consequences.
Millions of dollars. But today that comes to an end, and this is massive. As of March 24th, 2022, the United States Department of Justice have stepped in and charged 2 defendants in a fraud and money laundering scheme. To break it down to its very core, they found 2 anonymous scammers who thought they too could get away with using the blockchain to cheat gullible investors. And let's be real, why would these people not think they could get away with it? There are prominent figures in sports, there's actors, social media influencers, adult stars, and many more individuals with millions, hundreds of millions of followers that have been involved in these scams, either by promotion or in some cases direct ownership with absolutely zero consequence. Millions of people see them scammed.
Has anyone here seen Floyd Mayweather's new NFTs? And who's excited, eh? Thanks to the resub. Mick Nugget in the Prime Potato. That's right, Floyd Mayweather, who's still currently in a legal battle for his last NFT scam, has announced another one, baby. So the time to buy is now.
Their audience, and nobody does anything. So this duo likely thought, why not us too? We're nobodies. Nobody even knows who we are. Nobody's watching. Why can't we too get away with stealing millions of dollars? And they started out with a relatively small NFT scheme that raised 1.1 million.
I actually haven't heard of these.
And thought, wow, that was easy. Let's go again. However, the US federal government was watching, and during the second scam attempt, they were cut short, thankfully. And this is frankly huge. It's massive for what I do, for what happens in the blockchain space, and it illustrates that most things highlighted on this channel,
let's go CoffeeZilla,
like CoffeeZilla, are in with a real shot of facing the music. These people have operated like it was the Wild West for too long, and this is proof that people are getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar when they thought
Frosty, Jake 58, Jobo Ethan, and Melt Frost. I don't know any of those names. So apparently the first one was the Frosties. Usually I'm pretty up to date on all these NFT scams, but I've never heard of the Frosties.
What nobody was watching. In this
case, both
defendants
and Darling,
were 20 years old and arrested in Los Angeles, California. These arrests came after an in-depth investigation.
It's all one guy.
Oh, I know. Branches of the federal government.
But the first one is the Frosties, I believe.
Security, the New York office of the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the Internal Revenue Service criminal investigators, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the...
What do you mean I'm not up to date with most NFT scams? Quiz me. Thanks to Prime Sam and the 5 gift subs Lizard. Right now. I haven't missed a single goddamn thing from these NFT scams. I'm on the front line of watching people whine about it on Twitter. There's not a single goddamn one I am not at least somewhat familiar with. Give me one. Reverse NFT mortgages. Well, now you're just stringing together words that don't make sense. What the fuck? What are you talking about? What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? Thanks for the bits, Tori. Have you heard of iLadies? Man, what the fuck is iLadies? That's not an NFT. What are you talking about? What is happening? These aren't NFTs. Oh no, this is just a term. I see. Okay, I got a little worried. That's not an NFT. iLadies is apparently just a new trendy term. And apparently it's actually it's iLadies nuts in your mouth. Never mind, I see it. That was the fourth one down. Okay. Okay, you got me there. I'll give you that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, the point is, I know every goddamn NFT scam going on right now.
Southern District of New York.
I'm glued
the
to these
investigation
things.
began in January of 2022, which is right when the
Tier 1
scam
Anthony.
actually occurred, and they were alerted to this from, quote,
Some
reports
collagen.
from purchasers of Frosty's utility NFTs that they had been defrauded in what is colloquially referred to as a rug pull. This is incredibly important information. It means that reporting these scams, these schemes to the proper authorities is not in fact a waste of your time, and it is resulting in real investigations and arrests. This completely vindicates the importance of spreading the awareness about this topic. The key takeaway here, if you are rugged, if you suspect fraud, report it, get the word out, send it to YouTubers, and there are going to be consequences. The IRS Criminal Investigations Special Agent in charge said this, and I quote, NFTs represent a new era for financial investment, but the same rules apply to an investment in an NFT or a real estate development. You cannot solicit funds for a business opportunity, abandon that business, and abscond with money investors provided you. Our team here at IRSCI and
pretty
our partners
big
at Homeland Security closely track cryptocurrency transactions in an effort to uncover alleged scams like this one, end quote. The wording is very clear. If you sell somebody something with the promise you will deliver on future benefits or developments, you better not be lying, or at least make a believable attempt at delivering on your promises, or this could be you facing up to 40 years in prison.
Woo!
A roadmap is a promise. You hear that, influencers? What you are doing is fraud, and the blockchain does not lie. They will find you. Now, they specify in the DOJ document that the roadmap made promises of additional benefits accompanying the purchase of these Frosty's NFTs, including giveaways, early access to a metaverse game, and exclusive mint passes to upcoming Frosty seasons. However, on January 9th, just 2 days after the mint date of the Frosty's NFTs, the defendants initiated the rug pull. As you can see from the Ether scan on screen, the Frosty's contract sent out 358 Ether to an alternative cryptocurrency wallet. The value of 358 Ether at that time was $1,127,997. This is the first charge, being wire fraud. Wire fraud, of course, entails financial fraud.
Look at the date it was posted. There's no way this is an April Fool's joke. Kira wouldn't do that to us. That would make me so sad. Oh no. Oh fuck, what if it is? Oh, you just put the fear of God in me. No way. Or maybe it's supposed to be an April Fool's joke, like, yeah, no, this would never happen, NFTs are still just fucking everyone in the ass.
That uses telecommunications or information technology. Essentially, if you use technology to commit the fraud, you can expect wire fraud to be the charge. As for the second charge, which is conspiracy to commit money laundering, I present to you Tornado.cash. Tornado Cash is a decentralized app that allows for users to send ETH into what many call a money tumbler. They give you back a receipt and then you wait. As more people send in Ethereum, yours will get jumbled in with the other transactions, and eventually you can withdraw it on the other side with a different wallet with 0 blockchain transactions linking the original transfer into Tornado Cash to your new clean wallet. This is an app that facilitates money laundering plain and simple. And in my research into it, as well as the usage of it by people in the blockchain space, it appears to have almost 0 practical use beyond sketchy people cleaning their money they gain from illegal activities. The only other reason to use it would be anonymity, hiding from the ever-present blockchain transaction records that show your footprint whenever you do anything. But almost every single time I see this mentioned on any wallet I'm investigating, it is associated with a rug pull or a fraud in some way.
Obviously,
People
yeah.
think Tornado Cash is the end of the line, but as we're going to go over in the rest of this video, you are not as safe as you thought you were. As for the case of the Frosty's defendants, they thought just that, and on January 11th they sent 345 Ethereum to be cleaned. They likely then celebrated their perfect heist, the ingenuity of it, pretending to make something and then just taking everybody's money. Amazing. They of course couldn't stop there, so the second scam started to take shape in the form of what they called embers. Embers was set to launch on March 26, 2022, and according to the DOJ, was estimated to raise approximately $1.5 million this time. That of course is not going to happen, and instead they are facing the long dick of the law. So how exactly did they get caught, and how nailed are these guys? Well, according to the official complaint document, they had grand jury subpoenas for a lot of large companies. Discord, the popular social media app which is used in almost every single cryptocurrency, and Telegram is a meeting place of the community. Coinbase, which is the most popular on and off ramp of cryptocurrency into traditional currencies, and Charter Communication, which is a telecommunications company, the internet that the defendants used when committing the alleged fraud. Now, the task force used Discord records to capture the IP address of defendant 1, known as Frosty, to multiple other Discord accounts. They then tracked back through those Discord accounts and found that on October 17th, 2021, one of the IP addresses associated had accessed a Coinbase account, which gave them the possible identity of the first defendant. Then, again on December 17th, 2021, another IP address associated with one of Frosty's accounts accessed the same Coinbase account.
I have not seen the latest Jagex drama. What happened?
Defendant 2 was much easier to catch. With the Discord subpoena, they simply checked his Discord account details, which were registered using his real phone number and real email address that tracked back to his real identity. They then, of course, cross-referenced this with their Coinbase subpoena information, which gave them his photo ID and all relevant information. So immediately, they had the identities of both defendants. Between December 29th, 2021 and January 19th, 2022...
Hold on, real quick. I guarantee if I look up if their Twitter's still active, I guarantee if I look it up, there's people still promoting it. This is how delusional NFT investors is the wrong word. NFT lunatics are. Wait, their Twitter's still active. They just posted 21 hours ago. They're doing it again. So I'm guessing someone picked up the ashes that wasn't caught here. Let's see what the comments are saying. Looking forward to meeting your community. And it's another NFT. Carl is back. Another NFT. See you tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The people behind Frosty's NFT are apparently facing a long time in jail for a actual confirmed scam, and people are still buying into this new one from them. Well, I guess it's not them, since right now I guess they're in a legal battle, but whoever from the team is now redoing it. It's fucking mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And these are real people too. Like, I'm clicking on their page. This guy's like, Noodle Gang, and then just tweets a lot of dog shit. Oh my god. How? People will literally just continue to lose money on every NFT scam, even after it's a confirmed rug pull scam. Blows my mind. Frosty fam, who's ready to see more cutie pies? And let's see some comments. I like this. Blueberry. Whatever that means. And they just started tagging other people who might want some Frosties. Keep in mind, this is a confirmed scam where the creators are facing legal repercussions for it after being rug pulled. Absolutely amazing. Amazing.
IP addresses associated with Defendant 1 was used to access social media platforms.
I've stopped feeling bad for people that keep getting scammed by NFTs, yeah. I genuinely just don't feel bad for it anymore. They are inviting it, begging for it.
They moved on to linking them to the scam. They then used further grand jury subpoenas for domain hosting website GoDaddy, Citibank, PayPal, Coinbase, and of course physical surveillance to link Defendant 1 and Defendant 2 to the actual timeline and method of fraud. On September 7th, 2021, Defendant 1 used a Citibank credit card to purchase goods to the tune of $1,424.75 on popular freelancer website Fiverr with a transaction notation regarding the design of a website and landing page. Within 2 days, on September 9th, 2021, the Frosties website domain was registered with GoDaddy, and coincidentally on that same day, the Citibank subpoena shows a purchase of $54.98 to GoDaddy from Defendant 1's credit card. Defendant 1 also used his own phone number and home address, which is registered to his parents' house when registering his domain for Frosties. These same details are also listed on his Coinbase account. From Defendant 1's Citibank records, he was making regular payments to a property management company from August 2021, which listed a unit number notation. They then went to this location and observed a man appearing to match the photograph identification of Defendant 1 entering and exiting the building. They had him. They then attained grand jury subpoenas for MetaMask and OpenSea, as well as previous information-related material from Citibank and Coinbase.
You gotta love a happy
reviewing
ending.
The transaction history that is publicly available on the Ethereum blockchain and continue to build evidence. On December 31st, 2021, Defendant 1 purchased a $9.99 subscription to VPN service TunnelBear. However, since he used his original IP to do many things, including purchase the actual VPN subscription, they then could trace his IP ranges when using TunnelBear to the Frosties social media account and website. In May 2021, the Frosties OpenSea account was created again by Defendant 1. At this stage, they have him tied to creation in every aspect of the Frosties NFT fraud. The creation of the site, the creation of the wallet address used to perpetuate the scam, the purchase of the domain name, physical surveillance at a registered location, and then they have evidence of the actual fraud happening.
Well, let's go fuck them up.
The transaction of ETH to Tornado Cash was, of course, when they tried to launder the money, and they could then track Defendant 1 and Defendant 2 on the other side of the washing attempt. All they had to do was wait for them to pull out the money, and they would see them doing that based on knowing their location and their identities. In terms of tracking the funds as they went into and as they left Tornado Cash, they tracked the IP address of 2 wallets who received the stolen funds from the Frosties main account, as well as the IP addresses used to send the stolen funds to Tornado Cash, and these corresponded with the tracking of Defendant 2. Defendant 2 then waited for 4 days until January 15th, 2022, and again used IP addresses associated with himself to withdraw the Ethereum from Tornado Cash, and again a month later on February 15th. They only took out approximately 9.5 Ethereum, which was deposited into a Coinbase account associated with Defendant 1, and 12.16 Ethereum into a Coinbase wallet associated with Defendant 2. Now, this is a timeline of the conspiracy to commit money laundering. They have the fraud actually pinned down and the people who perpetuated it, and this is just the building of the case for the 2 defendants using obfuscation to try and hide the money. They transferred money from the fraud wallet address to multiple intermediary wallets.
This is why I keep saying that I think crypto scams are extremely silly. Well, for a number of reasons, but I mean, like, how easy it must be to track it back to somebody. Like, CoffeeZilla does that all the time. He can find exactly when, how much, and where money leaves a wallet because of the blockchain ledger. So I imagine if the government does just take an interest, they could get every single person here, right? Like, because everything's pretty well documented, and most of them are pretty fucking stupid, like this guy who wasn't even using a VPN and registering everything to his actual accounts. So I really just think it's a matter of interest. Easy to track and hard to prove. Yeah, I guess maybe that's where it would be the hang-up. But I mean, if you can track it easily, it can't be that hard to prove it, right? Because it seems like once they tracked it to that guy, they were able to easily prove his involvement. But again, I guess I'm not super knowledgeable on how all that works. I just know that CoffeeZilla videos and Kira
wallets, and then used a VPN to send it to a literal crypto washing app, and then waited days to months to take out small portions of the money. This is money laundering. The task force then continued their investigation with grand jury subpoenas for more information from BitPay, OpenSea, Coinbase, Fiverr, and PayPal in regards to the second attempt at fraud with the Embers project. To cut this long story short, since the document goes in detail about yet more tracking regarding this project, the key detail is that they intended to pull off an identical fraud, another identical rug pull. They tracked the same 2 users using the same methods to set up the fraud, and they even had a roadmap here promising further utility and benefits for the owners of the Embers NFT.
Oh, that's shameless. 50,000 will be donated to the Red Cross or other charity organization of the community's choosing.
Owners of the Embers NFT. This included airdrops, collaborations, staking, and a DAO system, which stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. They even claim to have been giving money to charities such as the Red Cross, which is confirmed to have happened via the BitPay subpoena.
Oh, they actually did.
6 transactions totaling $50,000, which they no doubt used then to prove to their community that they were totally legit and they were delivering on their actual roadmap promises. Now, this appears to be an open and shut case. I honestly can't see how you'd ever get out of this. It seems like they've tracked everything. It seems like they have access to everything. They even have Discord logs that they show within this document from Defendant 1 to a moderator of the Frosties NFT Discord, in which he admits it was a rug pull from the very start and that he is going to send...
I want to read this. Jesus Christ. God, this guy's such a fucking unbelievable idiot. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's painful. That's painful to fucking read, man. At least he gave that mod an Ethereum, I suppose.
Send him some Ethereum since he actually really cares about him. This document is eye-opening as to how easy it is to catch these scammers, even if they think themselves anonymous. They know who you are. They will find you. You are not safe if you are committing wire fraud. If you are still thinking about an NFT scam or a crypto scam, let this be a warning. And if you already did, they're coming for you.
God, that's so fucking incredible. It's about fucking time. I wonder if this really will be a trend where they just do start blasting down the more prolific ones. Ice Poseidon? Yeah, again, if it becomes a trend, I feel like that'd be like a pretty open and closed case. Well, I'm saying that expression wrong. He'd get fucked pretty quickly, is mainly where I'm trying to get with that expression. Man literally admitted to it 3 different times. Open and shut. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Sam Pepper needs it the most. True. How is it a scam if you get a JPEG? Well, from what I don't know a whole lot about Frosties, but it looks like they just pulled all the money out. Thus a rug pull. It wasn't actually getting an NFT or anything or any JPEGs. It was just supposed to be a coin, I think. Yeah, they promised a project and took the funds. Yeah. I'm going to save the new Sunny V2 for the next YouTube night. I usually like to wait till, like, I don't know, a couple. For actual private transactions, you need to use Monero. I remember back in 2016 learning about Monero. Back then it was used for arms trading and drugs. Is it still the same? Or at least that's what people said they were using it for back in that time. Still the same? Thanks to the resub Samuel and Monty. Colin Furs building a secret tunnel. I don't even know what that means. Who's Colin Furs? Thanks to resub Moist. Wait, have you seen that scientists will start broadcasting our planet's location to aliens? Yes. I saw that. I think that's a super dumb idea. Like, I'm not someone that believes aliens are just right around the corner, like we just can't see them and they're nearby. I do think there's probably life out there, but deep into the universe. It's still just a stupid idea to start broadcasting our coordinates to people we don't know. Right? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, they could be very hostile aliens. They could be like fucking intergalactic gamers. And the last thing we want is them coming here. It's just super dumb. Dark forest theory. Yeah, that's the theory that states that if we did find intelligent life, it'd be better just to stay hidden. Like in a dark forest or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's something like you don't want to make them alert to your presence. If they're smart enough to come here, they're smart enough to know we are here without us telling them. I don't necessarily believe that, though. Take, for example, the Halo TV show. You can slip space... I'm not even going to bother trying to make a point out of that. I'm just saying, like, there's definitely a good chance they could, like, intergalactically travel and miss our planet. I just watched the 3rd episode of the Halo show. That shit is trash. Shit makes me sick. It's a goddamn shame what they're doing to that thing. Thanks to the bits, Dario. Halo shows just a guy in cosplay. No, it's not. He's not even in cosplay. He's only worn the Master Chief costume 3 times.